Hi everyone! Continuing the Duelist of the Roses Chaos Mod Warrior playthrough. Today we're, of course, siding with the Yorkist because we have to. After finishing off the other side. I think the goal today is to get through 5 or 6 opponents, and then that should be enough for today. Hopefully we can get through a couple. It shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Since our deck has just pretty much slaughtered the other side of the field. Wow. So, unless she plays something incredibly strong here, 2450 is enough to get over anything in her deck without an equip. Although, I guess with her leader powers, that's not quite true. That's a Dark Elf with 2 equips. So that's a 3300. Here's the brokenness that is eye armor. Well, okay. Oh, that was a mystical elf? Okay. $3,050? Yikes. Well, this thing's bigger than I thought it would be. Need to draw some of my answers. Oh, it's a Lunar Queen. Okay, that's why. It was also still in her summoning range. Let's try to bait this mystical elf to actually, you know... Oh, that'll work. Rude. Very rude. Well, I don't know why, but I don't think I'm too worried about that, but you see. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. That's a 1400 damage bonus right there from a Curse Breaker. Hitting for an extra 1400 for a card that costs 1 deck cost is pretty good. Oh, I can't put stuff in defense. Right. Minus 500 is good for me. I mean, it pretty much just means that I win the game next turn with exact lethal. Never mind. Not exacties anymore. Because, I don't know, Tay is doing things. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't check if Performance of Sword is female, although it looks very female, so I'm gonna assume it's she. If I ever have to equip it. So we do want the we want the cyber shield here. Okay, we got it. The rest doesn't really matter. We'll take out Bright Castle too, just to have it. Bright Castle is a super good card. Unfortunately, we aren't using light creatures, but it's good enough. To go ahead and save. At this point, we're pretty much just playing a female warrior deck without any Empress Judges. We can get rid of probably Tongyo at this point. He's doing the equivalent of an equip. That's... yeah, that's female. So, yeah, that's her. Okay. Yeah, Bright Castle is pretty useless to us. If we had a good way to play Skull Warrior? Or Skull Guardian. Yeah, Skull Guardian. We could play the Bright Castle, but we don't really have a good way to play it. So we just got Protector of the Throne to work with and other cards. Well, this is sure a hand. Not something I expected to be playing, but it's good enough. So Tactical Warrior is absolutely the card you'd want to be playing as a deck leader here for Warriors. That's a Judgeman. I know that Judgeman isn't strong enough to beat this, so... because this is a very strong cat. Strong, independent cat. Well, for some reason, we have game because we can copy our own creature. What a brutal card Eye Armor is. It's pretty much just won the last 2 games for us, although this game, it didn't really matter. Let's make sure we get Tactical Warrior. Tactical Warrior is good enough to go in the deck. Hey, we got it. Judgment Hand's useless, so because I already have 3 of them. So I'm not going to worry about that. And we got ourselves a Judge Man, which I'm not going to put in the deck, but we got one. But I'll definitely play a Tactical Warrior, so we can put that in the deck. Does it even work with female equips? No, not this mod. I think Redux changed it to female. So technically it should be. But that's okay. I'm just going to basically play it for its effect anyways. Next up is Winged Beasts from Margaret, my Beaufort. Mai is relatively strong. If she goes off, she can be a royal pain, but I don't think we're going to have an issue with this hand. So, here's the thing, Mai. That card's big. Take your pick on which card you want to attack of mine. Oh, she only used like 2 Megamorphs on it. She did. Let's bring that thing down to size a little bit more. So I haven't drawn my equips yet. Though I have already gotten rid of technically 4 of her equips, so... The second Sisters is dead. Oh, winds don't like earths. She's gonna have a bad time with getting spellbound repeatedly. I don't really like this play, but it's the best play. I am kind of worried about that card being a Shadow of Eyes. Good thing your AI isn't programmed aggressively. Well, that's a spell. I don't actually know what I expect her creatures to be. I prefer my card to not tie with hers. Ooh, that was a Crimson Sunbird. It's a relatively big bird. Oh, good, a Sogan, finally. Now I can just outmaneuver the Crimson Sunbird. Well, this is just what we're gonna do. Let's kill this one. Okay. I want to get my green Kappa off of Sogan if I can, before it gets flipped. Let's go smack this. Should technically look at my hand first before I do these plays, but we're doing this play regardless. Oh, we're just winning the duel. Did you guys look at that? It's the third duel in a row that Eye Armor gave me lethal. Seems like a pretty good card. We don't really have any wind type warriors. So there's nothing really here interesting to grab. So yeah, we got cards we aren't going to ever use. We'll just use them as reincarnation fodder, probably. Punished Eagle's not terrible because it's relatively high deck cost for some of the expensive reincarnations. Although I think Blackluster Soldier's probably like a level is like, I know it's 60 deck cost. I think you might be able to get it from a reincarnation. I guess I can reincarnate Fissure and try to get Heavy Storm. So I guess I'll go for that, and I'll be right back. Oh, okay. This is like way more than good enough. We got the Heavy Storm. We also got Hungry Burger. This card is literally never going in my deck, ever. But this thing is hilarious, and yeah, we got one. And then Sword of Dragon Soul, which is really not a bad card. Let's finally get rid of Eye of Truth because Heavy Storm does its job better. If we're playing against dragons, I might want to put this in. I wonder if that cues off of Dragon Treasure being an effective equip on it. Probably not, because Dragon Treasure also works on Sea Serpents. I know for Immortal Thunder, it's just checks if Malevolent Nuzzler or maybe it's Cyber Shield is an acceptable equip. But I don't know what sets the dragon flag. I'd assume just the dragon type, I guess, and not... You wouldn't have to do anything as special for something that's just typed that way already. Whereas female, you have to have... They didn't set a female flag, they individually selected all the equips, right? Interesting thoughts on how to code something. Ugh. His hand is horrendous. I put almost 0 value in stop defense, so... It's more valuable for triggering a trap than anything else. This text might as well read draw a card next turn. Woo, Performance of Sword. Not very useful in this duel, but... we made one. Yikes. I don't think I'm going to need Stern Mystic's effect this game, so... I'll just do this. Oh, a Violet Rain. Or Violent Rain. Violet Rain would be very different. It'd be a little more purple. We have drawn exceedingly poorly. Well, I guess we're going to kill this for a lot of damage, but it could have easily been a lot more damage. And that's going to kill my performance of sword. 7-colored fish? No, aqua dragon. Okay. I guess this can get over the man-eating shark. Or, no, it can't. Oh, well. That doesn't give increased strength to same type friendlies. Oh, well. Well, this might actually be a little bit more of a dire predicament than I thought it was. But as long as I draw something good here shortly, we should be in okay spot. I say that, and then I don't draw anything even remotely decent. We still have the cards to get out of this, but that was not the order I wanted you to do that in, Mako. It was the much better order for him to do it in, though. Get rid of that. Dimension Hole would have been helpful if I wasn't going to get out of this myself right here. The bottom, like, half of our deck is equips right now, by the way. It's 2,700. Problem is, this is 25. And I kind of need the Warrior of Tradition for buffs because most of I have multiple female equips, so I have to use that for equips. Okay, I need to actually draw something good, though. Well... I just want to get rid of this Aqua Dragon before I can't kill it, because he Aqua Courses it or something. But the bottom 16 cards of my deck are, like, every single really good card in my deck, so I think we're in a pretty good spot now. He hasn't played anything too brutal yet, so I think we're good. That's pretty brutal. Okay, those 4 are monsters. The 2 cards over super far are not. Let's put this in defense and let him attack it. Hopefully he doesn't Aqua Course again. Haryu Shin. Beatable. Very beatable. Okay, there's another Aqua Course. I don't know why I thought about that movement at the end there. It's not going to make any difference at all by the end of the game, but let's see if we can bait something into a Curse Breaker. Because Curse Breaker's good. Oh! It copied the 0/0 from Curse Breaker. I didn't realize that's how that worked. I'd never attacked into a Curse Breaker or any spell of flipping it up as with that. I mean, this duel's over. This Change Slime is getting the juice. Oh. Mako gave us the most trouble that we've had since Keith. We got another promotion on Warrior Tradition. I'm sure it doesn't have anything. And of course he gives us absolutely nothing. All those equips and none of them are in the slots. Oh hey, a Queen of Autumn Leaves. That's a card we're never going to use. But hey, we've made our way into France. Thanks to a guy that dragged us out to sea to have a fight with us. But next time we will be going into Joey. Joey probably doesn't have any cards for us, but he's somewhat a warrior deck, somewhat a dragon deck. Technically I could put Sword of Dragon Soul in my deck for this, but I don't think it matters. It definitely doesn't matter as much as it would have for, like, Kaiba. So, yeah, I'm not going to even bother putting it in, especially since I'm just going to have to take it right out afterwards. So, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.